Germany delivers Dachs vehicles, machine guns, to Ukraine. The German government reported on March 24 it handed Ukraine 3 engineering vehicles Dachs for the first time, as well as additional MG3 machine guns and drone detection systems. Germany has also delivered spare parts for Leopard 2 main battle tanks and Marder infantry fighting vehicles, according to the report. In its weekly update, the German government wrote that it sent Ukraine 70 more MG3 machine guns for Leopard tanks, Marder, and Dachs vehicles, increasing the total number to 100. Kyiv has also received 90 drone detection systems, including those 30 Berlin delivered over the past week. From January 1, 2022 to March 20, 2023, Germany provided Ukraine with about €2.7 billion in military aid, according to the German government. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said that Ukraine will likely regain its territory through a mix of military and diplomatic means, France 24 reported on March 24. I think there's going to be territory in Ukraine that the Ukrainians are determined to fight for on the ground. There may be territory that they decide that they'll have to try to get back in other ways, Blinken said. According to France 24, he was responding to a question from Republican Chris Stewart as to whether the U.S. would back Ukraine's efforts to reclaim Crimea. Crimea has been under Russian occupation since 2014 following a fake referendum staged by Russia to annex the territory. Since then, Russia has relocated both its civilians and military personnel there, imprisoned locals who stood up against the occupation, and turned the peninsula into a military base from which it launches attacks on Ukraine. President Volodymyr Zelensky has vowed since the start of Russia's full-scale invasion to return all of Ukraine's territory, including Crimea. Blinken responded that, these have to be Ukrainian decisions about what they want their future to be and how that lands in terms of the sovereignty, the territorial integrity, the independence of the country. On February 18, retired U.S. General Ben Hodges, who commanded U.S. troops in Europe, told the publication Ukrinform that Ukraine has a realistic chance to liberate Russian-occupied Crimea by the end of the summer if it gets long-range missiles. Russia attacked the city of Bilopilia in Sumy Oblast overnight on March 24 using Grad multiple rocket launchers, guided aircraft bombs, and Iranian-made Shahid drones, according to the Sumy Oblast military administration. As a result of the attack on Bilopilia, at least 2 people are dead and 9 are injured. Among the fatalities is a 37-year-old police officer, the Sumy Oblast Police Office wrote on March 24. He leaves behind 2 children and a large family. An administrative building, a school building, and a residential building were also destroyed. Several apartment buildings, private homes, and a dormitory were also damaged, the military administration reported. Multiple other settlements in Sumy Oblast were shelled, resulting in 1 injury and extensive property damage. Air Force spokesman Yuri Anat acknowledged on national television that guided aircraft bombs present a serious threat given that the aircraft launching them are not within range of Ukraine's air defense systems. Russia is believed to have redeployed approximately 1,000 troops in mid-March after they finished their training at the Oboslesnovsky training ground in southwestern Belarus, the UK Defense Ministry wrote in its March 24 intelligence update. The fact that Russia sent troops to Belarus for training, even though the Belarusian military is relatively inexperienced, highlights the ongoing setbacks that Russia is facing in the war. This suggests that Russia is expending most of its resources on the battlefield, including training officers. Russia likely also views the indirect cooperation of Belarus in its war effort against Ukraine important political messaging, the Defense Ministry wrote. According to the Defense Ministry, it is highly likely that Russia will continue to send its soldiers to Belarus for training.